Hi, this is Corey Gerard, and this message is about the racist perspective viewpoint, part 2. And the racist perspective viewpoint is a conditioner in which is taught and learned and most certainly applied socially. And this particular viewpoint most certainly affects people in a negative way because it is not used as a means to empower and boost self-esteem in those that are looked down on because of their skin color being of a darker complexion. Now, unbeknown to many, there are two types of persons that apply the racist perspective viewpoint. And there are those that do not apply the racist perspective viewpoint. So, there are two categories of racist. There are the ignorant traditional racist, and there are the intelligent conditioned racist. So the ignorant racists actually believe that they are racist to people because of their skin color being darker than theirs, which makes absolutely no sense at all. And these such ignorant racists were conditioned and trained to hate people because their skin colors were darker than theirs. And they got it all wrong. But the more intelligent, sophisticated races does not merely hate people because their skin color is darker in complexion, but rather they look down on because of a particular type of subjugation under an enslaved method in which pretty much ensured that a race would be kept down to a certain standard as deemed by society under control of things at a particular time. And that would be a case where slavery pretty much affected many people's way of thinking. So there are those that were brought over and enslaved of a particular race, and they were darker skinned. So the intelligent races looked down on them because they were subjugated, conformed, and conquered. And it wasn't because their skin color was darker, because that would make absolutely no sense to look down on someone or hate somebody because their skin color is dark-skinned rather than light-skinned or white-skinned. Some might say, can you offer proof to this particular theory or insight? Well, I would simply say, do you watch children play in a playground or some type of amusement park? Usually those children are black and white, brown, yellow, and of many varieties, but yet they play together as if color and race has no bearing on their particular preferred activity of a group. So why wouldn't the racist perspective viewpoint factor into that particular social peer group? And why wouldn't it affect the way those children feel about each other during that playtime moment? And that is because those children haven't been conditioned yet, or the lighter skinned or white kids have not been conditioned Yet with the racist perspective viewpoint, either from the ignorant racist or the intelligent conditioned racist. Now, there are some that may ask, well, what can we do to change people from applying the racist perspective viewpoint? Well, I would say is if someone has been conditioned to hate you because of skin color and they do not find any type of logic to counter that particular teaching, then they're going to believe what they're going to believe, and there's probably nothing you can do to persuade them from their beliefs unless you do something to help them in a life-threatening situation, and they most certainly would change their racist perspective viewpoint of you. And that's pertaining to the ignorant racist. Well, with the intelligent conditioned racist, the only way that you're going to change their perspective viewpoint of you would be to get yourself out of that situation of racial conformity where you would be once deemed inferior of a quality of a race. And many might say, hey, how can we do that? Well, stop all of the infighting and the self-hatred of one another, because that makes no sense at all. I would say pool your resources, save your money, make wise decisions with your spending, just say get together, be positive role models as best as you possibly can be, and set fine examples in life. And that most certainly would give the intelligent, conformed racist a reason to change his or her perspective viewpoint of you. But if you do not reconform to a certain standard, then people are going to have a reason to talk about you and look down on you. And it's as simple as that. So this is Corey Gerard signing off with this message. Thanks for tuning in.